This is B playing City Skylines. I'm B, and as always, you're very, very welcome. Well, welcome back to Barnes County, and you can see the first settlement is starting to really take place, take hold now, and I'll have a quick look at the settlement with you. Haven't got a name for it yet, although I do have one in mind. But if you've got any suggestions, don't forget to comment or send a message or whatever, whichever way, shape or form you wish to use. As you can see, though, we've got a slight problem here in the commercial zone with lack of educated workers. So I thought, well, okay, let's have a look at this, and all my population seem very unhappy with the education. There we are. So elementary school, it's just so many red. Oh, we've got one school there, and you would think it would be plenty, but apparently not. So what I'm going to do is, I don't really want to put another one down so soon, but it's a requirement I would suggest. So I'm going to pop one on what will be a junction about here, and let's see if that improves the basic preschool education for that. It's loading. Plenty of water in that area. Of course, this will take a while to sort itself out because, you know, it takes a few years for kids to go through school, and there's the high school. Once again, the high school, plenty of where are we? Plenty of, that's your elementary school. Oop, forgotten how to do this. There we are. High school, there we go. If we look up here, 400 eligible with a capacity of 1,000, so there's plenty of capacity, and yet most of the houses are down as red. So what I'm going to do, certainly for this little area here, I want to give them a little walk through so they don't have to, because at the moment to get to the high school they've got to come all the way around and about, and I don't want to put high school in this area here. So I think a footpath cutting through from here. So this guy here who lives here is the Oriental residents. Well, I don't want to sound racist, but you Orientals, you've got to go. So what we'll do is we'll quickly put it into pause mode, and because I feel like I'm not actually hurting anybody if I pause life. We'll delete that, and then we'll come and do the parks and paths, and we'll take a path from about here. Could do a straight one, I think. Doesn't need to be anything too clever. And this bit here is going to look a let's dezone that. So that's now dezoned. Nothing's going to build there now. It would be quite nice though to have this fringed by some sort of foliage. Let's go to this, and I don't want to have trees along the side here. It'd probably be a bit overkill. Let's find one of these. Well, that's my preferred bush, and we'll pop a few of these down the side here. And join it up to, that's about as far as that's going to go, isn't it? Do I want any on this side? Because I'm only going to get a few. Yeah, I'm going to get a few up here. So what we'll do is we'll just do it as far as it'll let. There we are. It seems a shame that this whole area here is listed as the property, and yet this is rough ground at the back, which is a shame because it'd be nice to go right up to the back doors. But there we are. So that's, oh, I could probably stick another one in about there. Right. So now there's a footpath through for the people that live on this new estate to get through to the high school, and also to the elementary school, which is just here. So that should hopefully help with these people. Let's come back out of the pause zone. Right, now I pop this park down here because what I want to do ideally is provide a walkthrough which is pleasant for people from this main block here through to here. Unfortunately, though, I haven't got a large enough park on my my assets. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and find something a little bit bigger, a little bit more, because this one This one's fine. This one's nice, but it's it doesn't really pop for me. Not for what the purpose I'm looking for. Of course, there might be one in the unique buildings that I could use. Let's have a quick scout through. No, no, and then you get into the sky rises, etc. So no, there's nothing in there that I'd be happy using for this purpose. Excuse me. So right, come back out of there. So right, so what we have then is that's your out of that. Be easier to go to the menus and to this. So that's the situation at the moment with the elementary school. And like I say, there's still a lot of unhappiness there. And high school, there's still not enough of. Now, I could increase the funding, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to try this by placement for now. But anyway, that covers for that. Now, also, if you go up the hill, inland a bit, we've got the Oiler City, which is the first of my industrial zones, and everybody here is complaining not enough workers. Well, of course there's not enough workers because we're just growing at the moment. We need more people to come in, and there be your problem is there's just not enough people in the city, the town, the village, mumbling, and I seem to have used up all my zoning. So let's pop down a few more zonings, shall we? Now, a lot of people are going to say, well, if you stick down some high density, you'll get a lot more people living in that. Yes, there will be high density. I'll show you the plan. Let me just get this whole area. Let's get the whole area inside there zoned off. And that there. Right, so there. That should resolve some of the problem of not enough workers. Now, what I'm planning to do here is there's oil in this area here, top right hand corner of your screen. So there'll be more industrial going on here. This road here will come around and bend round. So from the roundabout, come round and bend round to here for industrial area. And what I'm going to do is, after a short bit of empty ground so that the pollution don't go straight across, this area here will be a more high density. It's closer to the river as well. Well, the river between the island and the mainland there. And then so this area will be a higher density residential. While coming around here, this is all going to be low density, following the bay, or the coast, the river. Well, I don't know, whatever you want to call that. So it's going to be light, and then it will taper off to about this point here, and this area here is going to be, you know, fairly oil emblazoned with pumping stations everywhere. But at the moment we are really struggling to get enough workers in situ. But they're moving in, they're building up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it at this for now, and then when we come back I'll continue to grow this part of the town. Look to expand the commercial. The commercial will come up this way a little bit. I'm going to have commercial on both sides of the road up here, and expand a little bit this way as required. And then look at expanding the industrial here and across here. And then we'll look at the other parts of the city that we're going to be working with, such as the main town, which is going to be down here with the ports and the docks, etc. And we'll save the resort for when we fancy a little bit of fun. When we get bored with town building, we'll give them something to do, somewhere to go. So anyway, that'll do for today. Plenty enough being going on today. I've been Bon playing City Skylines. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Join me again very soon, and thank you for watching.